Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This week I got the human monk painted up for One Page Rules Age of Fantasy quest. He was black and white zenithally primed, and to get started I used Argonaut skin for the base colour of all of these skin. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. To start bringing up the mid-tone and leaving the darker tones in the shadowed parts, I went around the skin with Kronos flesh. Finishing off the skin, I brought up the sharp edges of the face and the tops of the muscles that were getting hit directly by the light. Getting started on the trousers now, I went around and base coated every other pleat with Wizard Grey, since these will be white and this is a good light grey as a starting point. Pushing the pleats more towards white now, I went down the middles with Carcharodon Grey. I just left that darker tone under the folds and around the outer edges where they fold down a little. To finish off the white, I came in with White Star and brought up the uppermost parts of the pleats. With white being, well, white, it does take a couple of coats to get a good solid colour. To get started on the opposite pleats now, I added a base coat of Amphora red. I went for Emperor Red for the mid-tone on these pleats, with the same process I did with the white ones. Finishing these off now, I went over the upper parts and tops of the folds with Centurion Red. Getting all the remaining clothing done now, I went around with leather brown since most of these parts are just leather. Adding a quick highlight over the leather parts, I went around with Sunny Skin Tone. This went around all of the tops of the folds and some of the flat areas to add a little texture. The base and his hair now get base coated with burnt umber. To get some variation on the hair, I went over these sculpted strands with Wasteland Brown. Moving on to the metal parts, I start off by getting all the iconography done with Glorious Gold. All the remaining metal parts get done now with a once over of plate armor. Starting on the washes, I grabbed Archaic Sepia wash and went over all of the leather parts and around the markings on his back. These look like they are some kind of burn scars, so going around them just adds that bit of darkness around them and makes them stand out a little more. For the dark tone wash, I was far more careful and painted this into the creases between the pleats and across the silver parts. And that would be it for the human monk. I like how the skin came out. I think it looks a little bit more natural than how I would normally paint skin. There isn't a distinct jump in contrast between the top sleeve muscles and the recesses around them. If you want to see more of my Age of Fantasy Quest minis, check out the playlist links below. There is also a new link in the description now. I have an affiliate link for Wayland Games. You can pick up your minis and paints as you usually would at their price, but I get a small commission on these sales, which just means I can fund my addiction of filling up my paint rack with more paints. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want a closer look at this mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.